Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Lee's office, Finn paces and also sits down on the lounge. He flashes to Lee saying his relationship with Poppy was special and questioning who Luna's father is. After doing some further pacing, Finn perches on the office and picks up his phone. He calls Poppy, who's at a coffee shop. She looks nervous about his call and asks what's going on. He wants her to come to his office. She asks if everything is okay. He's not sure and needs to see her write down. After decoupling, Finn looks through prints on his phone and stops at one of Luna, narrowing his eyes. At Bill's place, he and Luna bandy her ankle examiner. She doesn't mind wearing it and is thankful he got her out. He reminds her this is their secret. She says secrets are commodity the Nozawas are good at. She rehashes how chaotic her nonage was. They were always moving around, and her mama had her medicines and men. She felt her life was fully consumed by Poppy's. Bill says that's no way to live. Luna recalls having to take care of her hungover mama, who always said they only demanded the two of them. She named her Luna because she loved her to the moon and back. But how can that be true when she wouldn't tell her who her father is? Talk turns to Bill's pater. He says he wouldn't be the man he was moment if not for his jests with him. Luna tells him that Poppy's Nozawa power is now pointless. All it represents is secrets and falsehoods. At Il Giardino, Deacon checks in on Jack, who's awaiting someone. Suddenly Lee appears. Jack thanks her for coming. She tells him they've a lot to talk about. Lee admits she hasn't wanted to see him for a long time, it was too painful. Jack nods, I know. What happened with Sheila? Lee stops him. She doesn't want to talk about it. Jack is sorry for the pain he caused her. I did love you, Lee. I still do. Lee says he has a funny way of showing it. Jack will keep saying he's sorry until she believes him and forgives him. Lee's not sure that day will ever come, but right now she's the bone. Who needs to apologize for allowing all those times that he could be Luna's father. In his office, Finn looks up Luna and her crimes online. Poppy knocks and comes in. She asks, is commodity wrong? Finn isn't sure and puts the question back to her. Poppy admits effects have been delicate. Finn saw his mama and he knows about the maternity test. Tom Star was Aunt Luna's father. He recaps that his mama ran maternity tests on Tom and Jack, and neither of them are Luna's pater. Poppy knows she had a frontal row seat for all of it. It was awful and violent. Finn's sorry for how his mama handled it all. He hates the way she's treated Poppy. His aunt says it does explain how cold she's been to her over the times. Finn hopes they can fix their relationship. Poppy tells her whoreson he doesn't have to worry about her. He has a full life with his career woman and family. Finn reflects that the moments with your kiddies you see ain't get them back. To miss out on those would be ruinous. He asks, aren't you curious? She asks about what? He replies who Luna's father is. He asks why she transferred back Tom's letters. Poppy says they were fine on their own. Finn argues that not knowing who her father was easily had an impact on Luna. It may have led her down the road to killing two men. His woman was abducted and could have been killed. Poppy knows and is really sorry that Luna targeted Steffy. She cries, I can't indeed imagine how you're feeling about her. Finn tells Poppy that she needs to be honest with him. Did she keep Tom's letters from Luna because she didn't want him to be her father, or because she knew he was Aunt? Poppy wants to know why he's asking these questions. Finn's situations, you know why, Poppy? At Il Giardino, Deacon serves Lee and Jack food and tells them he thinks Finn would be happy to see the two of them together. He walks off and Jack muses, he's not wrong. He's sure their son would like to see them get on. Lee smiles, we do have an amazing son. They agree that they'll no way let anyone take down his happiness. Jack tells Lee he's thankful for the blessing she sees in Finn. She tells him he's her son in every sense of the word. Jack takes her hand and addresses the pain she must have felt over his affair, and allowing he was Luna's father. Lee nods. At Bill's place, Luna tells him she takes full responsibility for her conduct. Bill says she can still begrudge what led to her conduct. Luna thinks she deserves to know the verity. She feels it in her gut that Tom isn't her father. After all these times, and I'm still searching for who my father really is, In Finn's office, he tells Poppy he needs answers. Back when you came to stay with us, Poppy snaps, that was a long time ago. Finn recalls that he came home one night and went out the window onto the roof to suppose someone differently was there. Poppy recalls that they talked until the sun came up and watched the fog lift like it was magic. She'd no way been suitable to talk like that with anyone. Finn knew who she was, but she wasn't around a lot growing up. Poppy muses that she was gone as soon as she had her motorist's license. She was a free spirit, but she went from city to city looking for a connection, a place to belong. At most of the time I was just lonely. Finn thinks that's why she came to stay with them. How numerous hours did we spend on the roof? Poppy replies, a lot. That place was theirs to laugh and trust in one another and love. One night we couldn't help ourselves and we went into your room. Finn nods. You were my first and it was an inconceivable connection. There was nothing wrong with it. I'm espoused and was of age. In retrospection over the times he's realized how wrong that was, but she changed his life. Poppy says, you changed mine. Finn says that's his concern. What exactly did he do to impact her life? Poppy reminds him they agreed not to speak of this. Finn has a terrible feeling. When you told me you were pregnant, you swore it couldn't be mine, but also you were gone. Turning stern, Finn demands, you need to tell me. You need to tell me the verity. If there's any chance at all that Luna could be my son, you need to give it to me straight, Poppy. The verity. Am I Luna's father? Finn set up Lee crying in her office, so she came clean about believing Poppy had an affair with Jack and letting it poison her against Poppy for times. After Lee mentioned that Poppy moved in with them around the time Finn was starting council or finishing high academy, she admitted she allowed. Poppy was a betrayer and just set up out she was wrong. Lee confessed that she used Tom Liver to run a maternity test that proved Luna was his son. And also another maternity test revealed she was Jack's son moreover. Although Lee felt shamefaced for her allegations, she said she was working constantly and didn't know what was really passing at home. Lee was uncertain of whether Jack and Poppy could forgive her for allowing the worst, but she ultimately shifted gears and brought up Luna's maternity riddle. After Lee suggested they may no way get answers about Luna's biopater, she refocused out that man had to live nearly. As Lee wondered audibly who Luna's father was, Finn stood there looking reflective. At the Forrester manse, Steffy talked to Ridge and Taylor about Finn's parents. Although Taylor suggested they should, no way say no way on a reunion, Steffy didn't see how Lee could ever get over Jack's miscalculations when it came to Sheila. Once Steffy and Finn's imminent anniversary came up, Steffy suggested they'd celebrate at home, and was looking forward to spending time with her hubby. Since Finn and Steffy's anniversary could bring some stunning news and erupting drama, stick with us for updates on all the chaos. At Il Giardino, Jack gulped down a drink and spoke with Poppy about the fermentation they just endured in Lee's office. Sheila ultimately intruded, but Jack made it clear that they were having a private discussion. Sheila sounded hopeful that Finn might be coming, but Jack shut down that idea. As Sheila blustered about Jack manipulating her into giving Finn up as a baby, she wondered if she was just supposed to give up being a grandmother now, too. Sheila suggested that Jack's plan to save his marriage didn't work out veritably well in the end. Once Sheila said to give her stylish to Lee, she ambled off. Jack and Poppy returned to the content of Lee's long-held resentment and all the pain it had brought her. Although Jack was glad the verity was eventually out, Poppy had a nervous expression like she was still hiding commodity. Poppy is indeed keeping further secrets, so we'll pass along further prognostications on all the mayhem ahead.